Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and what is probably my most anticipated video on my channel ever. I'm kind of nervous. It is my finished room tour. So as most of you guys know, this is a loft converted room. So I did a full room makeover vlog on my channel in the summer. So I'll link that down below for you guys if you haven't seen it already and pop it up in the little eye icon above. And I literally filmed the entire process from start to almost finished. And I would say the room was about 70% finished at the end of that video. Like, I didn't have a bed, there was a lot of finishing touches that needed to be done, but it's finally at a place where I feel it's finished and I'm happy to share it with you guys. So I just really hope you love it as much as me. It's like my dream room, and it may not be to everyone's taste, but please remember when you're commenting that the most important thing is that I love it, and I do. I mean, I think it's really important in life to fill your space with the things that make you happy, and that's exactly what I've done. So yeah, please don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new here today, and let's go. So guys, here is my room. I love it so much. So as you can see, there are kind of like two sections to the room, a bigger section here and a smaller section over there. And I chose to have the bigger section as my dressing room, and lots of people questioned why, like why wouldn't I want the big bedroom and then the smaller section to be like a cute little dressing room? And the reason was, I just felt like plonking a huge big double bed would kind of ruin how beautiful and like big and airy this space was. So I decided just to put the double bed in the little room and make it just like a cozy little bedroom and make the most of this amazing space. So I'm going to show you around my dressing room first because I think it's the best bit. So I'm going to start over here and we're going to talk about my wardrobes because they really are probably the best feature of the whole room. So these were custom built for me by Sharps, and honestly the whole experience was so amazing. They come to your house, they kind of like survey the space and talk to you about like your storage needs and come up with a completely unique personal design for your bedroom. So I decided to have these 5-door wardrobes on this side of my room with 3 mirrors in the middle, which is really lovely because it kind of opens up the room even more. I went for a beautiful just white wood finish. It just looks really clean and lovely, and I went for the Ascot design, which kind of has this like curved edge at the top, which I just think is really feminine and pretty. I filmed the whole process of the Sharps units being fitted and designed if you guys want to watch that in my room makeover. It's really good fun, but for now let's take a look inside my wardrobes. So I'll start with my end cupboard, and this is the only singular cupboard that I have. As you can see, it's got this amazing like full-length mirror on the inside door, so does the other outside door. So this is like my long hanging rail. So this is where I keep most of my coats and like my midi maxi dresses, trousers, long skirts and that kind of thing. So really useful. There's also a shelf here up on top, and I could just pop a couple of handbags. I kind of keep like my everyday handbags up here. And then also, because it's like a really nice long cupboard, I'm able to keep my over-the-knee boots down here, which are in their boot trees, which means they can stand up nice and straight and keep the shape rather than like scrunching them up, which I used to have to do to store them. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you something really cool about the wardrobes. So they have a little light that has a sensor, so when you open the doors, ping, the light comes on. I really like that. So this wardrobe is where I keep most of my everyday clothes. So right now it is mostly winter stuff. So hopefully I will be changing this out soon for my spring summer wardrobe. It's a half hanging rail, so I can't keep anything long here, but as you guys know, most of my clothes are short anyway. And it does give me this nice shelf as well to keep a few things. So I just have a few shoe boxes and bag boxes and that kind of thing. So perfect for storage. And then the best bit, maybe even the best bit of the whole room, is my shoe rack. So this is my shoe rack, and I just think it's amazing. I think it's every girl's dream. Whenever anyone comes into my room and I show them this, their face is like, oh, And that's exactly how I feel every time that I open it, pretty much. So on the top rack, I have my boots and a couple of loafers as well. The second row, I have my heels. These aren't all of my heels, they're just some of them, but it looks really nice. I like it. And then on the bottom, I have like my trainers, loafers, Vans, like pretty much all my flat shoes. And then here at the end, I have another double wardrobe with a double hanging space. So tons and tons of storage here. So in this wardrobe is where I keep most of my like occasion dresses, my party dresses. I have way too many party dresses and not enough parties. Also, I have like my summer dresses and my spring stuff, which I will in a couple of weeks probably switch over and put my winter dresses in here. And then down here I have like my shorts, skirts, tops that need to be hung, like blouses, kind of like short stuff, and also short kind of jackets. I also have another full-length mirror here in this door, and it's actually really cool because I can kind of like use the doors to get like a front and back view of my outfit and my hair and everything, depending on what angle you go to, so they're really, really useful. And another thing that I think is really, really cool about the wardrobes is they have soft closing doors, so it doesn't matter even if you slam them, they close softly. So next I have this little like random corner of the room, and this before these cupboards were built went so far back and we didn't really know what to do with it. It was such a huge space, but like kind of an inconvenient shape, and lots of people since have suggested that I put a sink here, which would have been such an amazing idea, but to be honest I really did need the extra storage. So Sharps also built in these cupboards, which are so good for storage because they go back so far. They're super deep. So here you can see how huge this cupboard is. It goes up really high all the way to the ceiling, and then these two shelves is where I keep my handbags, and kind of the handbags that don't really fit the aesthetic of my room, that I don't want on display. For example, like my Gucci bag, which of course I love, but it kind of would mess up with the aesthetics of the room. So I keep handbags like that in here, and then also down here I have a lot of my high street handbags. I have quite a lot. I need to have another organised, but they all fit, which is the main thing. And then up here is where I keep all of my dressing gowns. I have a bit of a dressing gown fetish, I'm not gonna lie. I have way too many. I have my big soft fluffy ones, and then all of these Victoria's Secret silky robes, which I just love. And I got this really nice little like hanging thing from HomeSense, and my dad put this up here onto this wall so that it would kind of be out of the way, because it is quite messy, so when you come into the room you can't see them, which is perfect. And then over on top of them I have this sign that says it's better to be late than to arrive ugly. And then down here I have 6 drawers for more clothes that are absolutely fabulous because they go back so far, so I have just so much storage. So this is like the back wall of my bedroom, and at one point this was kind of like my least favourite part of the room, mainly because I really hated the windows. You have to have a certain type of window when you have a sloping ceiling in the loft, and they are so ugly. I couldn't stand them. So I just recently got these amazing shutters fitted by a company called Shutterly Fabulous. Now my auntie actually knows the owner of the company, so they kindly put them in for free for me because I can promote their company, and I honestly really would recommend them. I was on the hunt for shutters but didn't really know where to start because I've never done it before, but Shutterly Fabulous had so many different options of like finishes, like opening mechanisms, colours as well, but I've just gone for a really classic like white wood. I just think it gives it a really beautiful like French chateau kind of vibe, and just looks so chic and beautiful. And you can also control the light that comes in, which is amazing, especially for me for filming. And they're also pretty much blackout as well at night time, which is perfect for me because I'm like a vampire. I need total darkness when I sleep, and they're actually really good. They were better than my blackout blinds. I've also got the shutters on my other windows, which I will show you when we get round to it. Back here you can see 2 sets of little double doors, and this is leading into the actual loft space where a lot of my parents' storage stuff is, and also it's where I keep like my lights, my tripod, everything like kind of equipment that needs to be put away. And then here I also have my rail, which is quite new. I just really liked the idea of having like some beautiful, you know, new pieces on display that really went beautifully in the room, and also I kind of did need a bit of extra storage, believe it or not. But this rail is gorgeous. It's just from DUNELM. It was really cheap, I think like £25. I put it up myself, I was very proud. And it's just like a lovely off-white wrought iron, like decorative rail. And then here I have my mannequin, which I got for my birthday. I also get a lot of questions on this. This was also really cheap. I think about £25, and it really doesn't look it. It's so pretty, like a beautiful pink blush velvet. And again, I just think it adds something really beautiful and kind of Parisian to the room. The rail also has a nice shelf at the bottom where I keep a few like cute pairs of shoes and a handbag. And then I've also got this beautiful rug that I keep at the bottom of the rail. This is again from DUNELM. It's a blush sheepskin rug. This is a double pelt, so it's nice and like long and narrow, which I think is really pretty, and it just gives the room such a glamorous vibe. And it's so soft as well. I just love feeling it. And then over in this corner, this was another little bit of an awkward corner that Sharps suggested we build another little cupboard and kind of shelf unit. So I have these cupboards here which are very, very shallow because there wasn't much space between the door of the loft and the wall, but we've done what we can, and again it just adds more storage for me. And then I also kind of did like a nice display up here. So here I've got my little perfume stand that I had in my old room. I bought this from HomeSense. It was just wooden and I painted it white, and then I just keep like some perfumes and stuff here. I keep my Burberry scarves here as well because I just think they look so regal with the gold. And then just a few pictures. These are from Desenio. I love Desenio. I've got some more by my mirror which I'll show you, but I also have these beautiful 1 Year roses from Sheer Blush. And then I also have these books. Everyone thinks they're books, but they're actually boxes. I get so many questions about these. They're from HomeSense or TK Maxx. They have them all the time, but you can't really guarantee like what colours they're going to have, so you have to keep on going back. But yeah, they're really handy again for storage, so I like to put like my receipts in here, my just paperwork and stuff, and it just keeps it nice and tidy and looks really beautiful. And I just want to quickly show you this cupboard because I think it's so fun. It's where I keep most of my perfumes. I have such a huge selection here. I have Tiffany, Bonbon, Flower Bomb, Daisy, C, Roger & Gallet, Miss Dior, Coco Chanel. So here I have another section which I think is like a girl's dream. This is what I completely envisioned when I was imagining, you know, having my dream dressing room. So I love it so much. This also was built by Sharps. They kind of called it like a bookcase, and I was like, no, it's a handbag case. So this is where I keep clearly my most pretty, like aesthetically pleasing shoes and bags. Also random stuff like my ice skates, because why not? So for example, these shoes, I wore them once to a party and I was going to get rid of them, like sell them or give them to someone. But then I realized how gorgeous they actually did look on display. So it was a good reason to keep them. And I do kind of switch this up now and then, like kind of experiment with how it looks. But on the whole, I really like it. I have my Prada bag here with these amazing pearl binoculars that I got at the ballet. I also have these shoes from Guess on display, which are the single most painful shoes I have ever worn. So I won't be wearing them again, but again, they look amazing on display with my tiara and my little FCB sign that lights up that subscriber sent me. I also just have like my Coach bag, my Aspinall trunk clutches, these amazing pink shoes with flowers in. It just all looks really, really pretty, and yeah, I just love how it looks. So glam and girly. So over here, I have my beauty and vanity area. So I have my mirror, my dressing table, and these two tall boy drawers that have all of my makeup and beauty products. So the dressing table you guys will probably recognize from my old bedroom. I did bring this up because I love it so much. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous, shabby chic design, has lots and lots of drawers for storage where I keep like my hair products and hair brushes and that kind of thing. I also, of course, have my iconic, famous mirror that gets the most questions, I think, ever on YouTube. And I always hate to tell people that actually my dad built this for me for my 11th birthday, so you can't get it. And honestly, I've looked for alternatives for you and none are as nice as mine. It's literally perfect. It's been painted so many times in my life when we've redecorated my bedroom, and I think I'll have it forever because it's just so classic, and you know, it's special and it's all mine. So of course it does light up in true Hollywood style, so it's amazing for doing my makeup, and yeah, I just love it so, so much. So yes, my dad is taking bookings. If you guys want one, then just email me and he will make you one. No, not really, he'll kill me. Also here, I have my radiator cover. Again, I was just really unhappy with how the radiators looked in the room. I just thought they looked so ugly. So I got these. Again, these were really cheap, just from Argos, and they were quite easy to assemble, I think. And then of course, up here on the window, I have more shutters, again, to cover up the ugly plastic windows that you have to have by law when you have a loft extension. I also have this lovely bench that I got from DUNELM, and it actually works really perfectly with the dressing table. They look really similar. It's from their Toulouse collection, which is their kind of like white shabby chic range, and I have a lot of furniture, as you'll soon see, from the DUNELM Toulouse collection. And I really like this bench because it has this gorgeous like velvet cushion. It also has two humongous drawers, again just for more storage, so I keep my hair dryers in here and my hair colours and my steamer and that kind of thing. So in my top dressing table drawer, this is where I keep like my everyday makeup, so all of my brushes and the stuff that I pretty much use on an everyday basis. Down here I keep like my contact lenses, makeup brushes, sponges, serums, all kind of random bits like that. In the middle drawer I keep all of my like hair brushes, hairspray, dry shampoo, basically everything I need to style my hair. Also, of course, my dingle hopper from Disneyland. And then in this drawer I keep even more perfumes. I know if that's even possible, but these are kind of like my absolute favourite perfumes that I use really regularly. So I have Victoria's Secret Oh So Sexy, Flower Bomb, Bloom, Tiffany, Armani, Pivot Suju, Bonbon, of course, and even more importantly, Bonbon Couture, my #1 favourite perfume. And then down here in this little drawer, I hate this drawer, it's so stressful, but it's full of just headbands. I also keep my sunglasses in here and my hair clips and Invisibobbles and that kind of thing, and it's very stressful because it's very messy. So on either side of the mirror and dressing table I have these two really lovely tall boys from the DUNELM Toulouse range, and this is where I keep all of my makeup. But before I show you in those drawers, I'm going to talk to you about my pictures because I just love them. They're from Desenio and it's just such an amazing website. The choice of prints and pictures they have, there's just thousands, there's literally something for everyone, and I found like my perfect prints. I also got the frames from Desenio, they're just the nice like pinky rose gold ones, and I just went for like a really chic black and white theme. My favourite one is the Audrey cat because I love Audrey Hepburn and I love cats, so that's amazing. And then I've got Holy Chic, the eyelashes and the eyebrows, and this gorgeous like watercolour of these black heels. And then on the other side I have a matching kind of like 4 picture arrangement. I have my amazing ostrich, who I think is so glam, and then a little kind of like matching picture with the girl with the tutu I thought kind of looked like the ostrich, and they worked really well together. I've also got the Coco Chanel quote, "In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different," and a beautiful little pink perfume here, which I thought was like really cool to have everything black and white and then one little cute pink one. So yeah, I love these prints so much. I just think they look so stylish. So on top of both of my tall boys, I have these beautiful makeup displays. You can get these acrylic cases, again, just from HomeSense. They're about £7, I think, and I've just done like a really nice pink and rose gold arrangement, loads of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, my Too Faced palette, and just some of my prettiest like pink products. And then over on the other side I've done the exact same thing with an acrylic display from HomeSense, and on this side I've displayed all of my beautiful YSL lipsticks. Oh my god, it's just so glamorous. So now I'm going to show you what's inside my drawers quickly. I have done a full makeup collection video on my channel, which I'll link down below, but I will just quickly show you some of my makeup. So in my top drawer, this is where I keep my lipsticks. I have a lot, and believe it or not, this is such a small fraction of what I've been sent over the years. It's insane. You know, I've kept barely any, but this is the collection that I've built up over probably the past 4 years. Next is kind of a boring drawer, but it's where I keep a lot of my powders, setting sprays and concealers. So I have a little cute MAC here. Next, I have probably the busiest drawer. It's so hard to try and keep this organised because I keep so many products in here. Blushes, bronzers and highlighters, and creams, powders, liquids. Everything you could ever want basically is in here. This is the new Charlotte Tilbury one. This drawer is probably my least opened drawer since I've been wearing eyelash extensions, but it has all of my mascaras, false eyelashes, it also has eyeliners in these drawers, some kind of liquid eyeshadows and a lot of eyebrow products at the bottom as well. And yeah, I don't open this drawer too much. It's probably the most lonely drawer. And then in the bottom, I keep all of my face products. This drawer is insane. It had to go at the bottom because it's so heavy. I just have a ton, an absolute ton of foundations, primers, BB creams, tinted moisturizers, again, everything you could ever want. And then on the other side, in the top drawer, I have even more lip products, lip liners, tinted lip balms, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses. There's basically a lip product in every shade, apart from orange. This drawer is kind of broken, but this is my fake tan drawer, and it's probably because it's so heavy. Again, any type of fake tan product you could ever want. Facial tans, gradual tans, mousses, mitts. I literally have everything, and it's a good job because I am constantly fake tanning. God, it doesn't close. And then in the bottom drawer, this is my nail varnish drawer, my manicure pedicure drawer. I have all types of colours here, mainly nudes, a couple of brighter colours, a few glitters. In this little case, I have like files and buffers and kind of nail care stuff. Little tub of nail varnish remover there, and then in here I have like my base coats and top coats and cuticle oils. On my dressing table I just keep a few bits and bobs, like this little hand mirror, this Benefit cheerleader palette that I'm using every day, this gorgeous wooden box that Roger and Galley sent ages ago with a perfume in, and I just keep like kind of SPFs and random facial products in there. On here I have this really nice little like display. It's actually supposed to be a shelf, so it's tipped upside down and on the wall. I got this from HomeSense too, but I thought it looked really nice on the dressing table as a display. I had this in my old room too. So I keep just another hand mirror, these cute marble coasters, again from HomeSense, and then just a few cute perfumes like my Miss Dior, my mini Miss Dior, Chloe, and more Miss Dior over here. And then here I have my beautiful jewellery box from Stackers. I love this because it's customizable. You basically stack the layers and you can have all these different layers depending on what, you know, jewellery you have. So in the top layer here, I have like a selection, a little mixture of like my most worn kind of everyday jewellery. So my watch, my necklace, a few bracelets, a little earring stack here, and some rings. And then you just lift off the top layer and you get your next layer, and this is kind of like a deep layer where I have more chunky jewellery, more watches, and then the bottom layer, which is a necklace layer, so they're nice and long so they don't get tangled, which is amazing. So yeah, I really love this. Nice grey velvet on the inside and nude Saffiano leather on top. And then down here I have my beautiful hat boxes. I got these from a website called like the English Box Company or something like that. I'm sure if you Google it you'll find it, but you can kind of choose the size, the shape and the pattern. So I went for a big circular hat box in pink stripes with a pink satin ribbon, and then a little like hexagonal one, octagonal, oh god, I don't know. But I basically actually do keep hats in here. So cute little like beanies and berets in here, and then my big like wide brim straw summer hats in the bottom one. And I just think again they look so like Parisian, chic, adorable. So a bit of an awkward shot, but I just wanted to show you guys the floor. So first of all, obviously you can see my rug. This is kind of matching my DUNELM one, except this one isn't from DUNELM, it's from Made. DUNELM don't do a quadruple pelt rug like this. So this is the biggest you can really get when you get a sheepskin rug. It's a beautiful blush colour. I just think it looks so glamorous. My cat loves it. So I think I really need to get it cleaned because she literally lies on it every single day, but it's absolutely amazing and so soft and glamorous. I also really love the white wooden floor. This was laid down by the builders, but my dad actually made it white because, you know, wood isn't white, and it just looks so gorgeous. It's nice and easy to clean, and it just looks so pretty. And I feel like the rug really breaks it up, because before we had the rug it kind of looked a bit too like empty. But yeah. And then the last thing to talk about in this room is what I like to think of as the centerpiece of the room. It's my amazing stool. I was really on the hunt for one of these for ages, and it was actually my auntie that found this for me on Brand Alley. So it was heavily discounted, and it's, I mean, I don't know why, because it's perfect. I think originally from the original brand, this was about £400, maybe even £450, and it was on Brand Alley for £150, so I will try and link it down below, but they might not have it anymore. It's beautiful pink velvet, tufted velvet, and it's just absolutely perfect, exactly what I want. I like to put my handbags on there, so I've got my Pochette Métis and my Amelou handbag, and yeah, I don't let anyone sit on this stool. It's for display purposes only. So now I'm going to show you my bedroom section, but before I do, I want to talk to you about this fabulous arch over my head right here. So this was not built into the room. This is something that my dad has since built for me. I was bugging him for ages and ages and ages, like, please, I really need an arch, and he was like, no. So I think it's made out of wood, and it's just like nailed in and painted, and I just think it looks so amazing. It kind of makes the two rooms like more fluid, and I think it's just such a beautiful architectural feature. So I'm sat on my absolutely beautiful bed. Honestly, I think I spend way too much time right here, but it's so hard not to because it's the comfiest bed in the entire world. So I'll talk about the bed frame first. This is like my pride and joy, honestly. The bed is from Sweet Pea and Willow, and honestly, I think the bed was the toughest thing to find because I was being so particular. I knew that I wanted pink velvet, double bed with this gorgeous like tufted headboard, and I just couldn't find the perfect pink in any website until I found Sweet Pea and Willow. I went to their showroom and honestly it was absolutely stunning. They had so many different types of headboards to choose from and literally thousands of fabrics, and anything could be made up in any fabrics. So for the headboard, I of course went for this incredible blossom pink velvet. I just think it is absolutely stunning and I will have this bed forever. Literally wherever I move to, I will take this bed. I love the tufted velvet style and also these gorgeous like matte white gold studs. I think just look really glamorous and the whole thing just looks like a princess bed. I love it. And another amazing thing about the bed is it has a divan base, and I struggled really hard again to find a company that would make the base in the same fabric as the headboard. A lot of them had great headboards but really ugly bases, and Sweet Pea and Willow also make the base in your chosen fabric, which is absolutely amazing because it just looks so much prettier. Also, these drawers are absolutely gigantic. They are honestly so deep, they go so far back, and it's just tons more storage for me. So in here I keep my spare bedding and like some cushions and hot water bottles and that kind of thing. And my other drawers are not even full. I think one I was keeping Christmas presents in, but they're just so spacious. And the bed, I mean, you literally can't deny it. It's absolutely stunning. So I got all of my bedding, literally duvets, pillows, covers, throws, cushions, everything from DUNELM. It's like my go-to place because they just have so much choice. So I got this beautiful like pink velvet throw. I actually was so lucky to get this in the sale. I think this was over £200 full price and I got it like over half price in the sale, and I don't know if they do this anymore. It's by a brand called Dorma, and I also got the matching continental pillows that I kind of use like as cushions, which are so gorgeous. And then my bedding is just white, but it's like nice and striped. It's kind of like a white stripe. It's just very sophisticated and glamorous. It kind of reminds me of a white version of the Victoria's Secret bag. And then of course I have my beloved cow, because cow has to always be there. I've had cow since I was like 2 or something. I love him. And of course Marie, because she just looks so regal and perfect. So either side of my bed I have these 2 lovely bedside chest of drawers, again from the DUNELM Toulouse range. Again, just really good for storage. It's got 4 drawers, so I just kind of keep random stuff in here like eye masks and pillow sprays and my asthma spray and that kind of stuff. And also my incredible bedside lamps. These were such a find. Honestly, my cousin actually found these for me and they were exactly what I was looking for, like precisely. I just couldn't even believe that she'd found them. These were from Next, I think from Lipsy at Next, but they are just incredible. So glamorous with the gold and the pink like ombre fringing. They are just movie style lamps. I love them. Down here I have these really gorgeous blush pink trunks with this copper rose gold latches. I got these, they're by a brand called Beautify, which is the same as my mannequin, but I actually got these from Amazon. They were not cheap because they were imported. I don't think they had them in the UK, but honestly they're so worth it. I kind of just wanted to fill this little space in the room with something cute to look at, and they've been really handy as well because I keep all of my DVDs in this one, which, I mean, I don't have many because who watches DVDs anymore, but I have like all my box sets like Gossip Girl and Audrey Hepburn box sets that I didn't really want to get rid of. And then down here is where I keep a lot of my books. Most of my books I just pass on to my family because we have like an ongoing book club, but in here are kind of some of my favourite books. And then up here on top of them I keep this little thing from, it's a Dior advent calendar, and it's empty, but I just thought it was so pretty I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. It's so cute inside. It's Paris. I just think it's so lovely. So yeah, I don't really know why I keep this. It's completely useless, but it's just so cute. So over here I have my amazing lamp. This was also from HomeSense. Everything is from HomeSense. I actually got this before the matching table lamps, and I was looking for similar lamps to this for ages, and then they randomly popped up in Next, which was like a dream come true because they're practically identical. It's just such a statement. So glamorous. It's literally like a movie star's boudoir lamp. It's just fabulous. And then here at the end of my bed I have my really big another chest of drawers from the DUNELM Toulouse range. More storage for me. So here I keep my socks, knickers, bras, underwear, pajamas, gym wear, and then in the bottom 2 drawers I have even more beauty products like body lotions, hair stuff, shampoos, conditioners, and tons of skincare as well. So I'll also show you all of the ornaments that I have on top. So here I just have my lovely mirror and this photo frame from HomeSense. The mirror was from a little like boutique shop in Muswell Hill. I have no idea what it's called. I have a nice photo of JJ and I when we were 15, which I love. And then I have this little like ring dish from Anthropologie with a rose quartz roller. And then over here I have another photo frame, this time with a photo of my granny dancing when she was really young. A little candle, this is Flowerborn, one of my favourites, and my incredible Anastasia music box that I got for Christmas. It is an exact replica of the one from the cartoon and it's just absolutely wonderful. I'll show you. Amazing. And then here I have another photo frame, this time of me and Coco on our Blogosphere photo shoot. I thought it would look really nice and chic if all of my photos were black and white, and then they would like match really nicely. And then of course I have my beautiful China ballerina dolls, which I get really offended by because everyone says that they think they're really creepy, and I think they're like the least creepy things ever. They're so beautiful. They're like my guardian angels and they just match and they're like so pretty and beautiful, and I don't see how anyone could think they were creepy. And then also my beautiful Beauty and the Beast snow globe from Disneyland, Florida. I got this when I was 2. And I'm not just saying it, but like they don't make them like this anymore. Honestly, they're just nowhere near as nice. This is such a classic. And then also hiding on my window is my decapitated whirling dervish from Turkey. He was my lucky charm until he fell out of the window when we had a thunderstorm, and sadly he lost his head and his arm. But you know, I wasn't going to give up on him, so poor whirling dervish just this is a bit unbalanced, but still sits in the window. And then finally up here I have my lovely picture, also from HomeSense. You guessed it. And if you guys know, you'll know that this is kind of a little spin on Lily van der Woodson's Prada picture in Gossip Girl, but it's gold and it says Fashion Paris, and yeah, I just think it's really cool and it's my little touch of Gossip Girl in my room. So guys, that's the end of my room tour. I really hope it was worth the wait and that you love my room as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!